Jacksonville, Florida, home of the first backflip performed during Monster Jam competition. Now in 2024, it hosts round 16 of Stadium Championship Series East. The weather is, well, it definitely isn't what weatherman Bryce Kenny was predicting.
I'm not convinced it's gonna rain though. I'm not. You're plateauing right now.
The track has been turned into a muddy mess. The rain has poured and the thunder has rolled in. After a 2-hour delay, these monsters are ready to throw down here in Everbank Stadium. So without further ado, this is our Jacksonville 2024 event review. As a reminder, Stadium Championship Series East consists of Tyler Manninger in Gravedigger, Blake Granger in Max D, Tristan England in the JCB Diggertron, Toddler Duke in Megalodon, Lindsay Reed in the Lucas Stabilizer, Bryce Kenny in the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, Jamie Garner in El Toro Loco, Mike Pagliarulo in Black Pearl, Matt Pagliarulo in Jester, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken, John Gordon in Bad Company, and Ryan Disharoon in Shaker. In round 1 of racing, Jester defeated El Toro Loco, Bad Company defeated the Lucas Stabilizer, JCB Diggertron defeated Black Pearl, and Great Clips Mohawk Warrior defeated Kraken. In round 2, Gravedigger defeated Jester somehow. I mean, they both completely missed the racing lane, but to be honest, in these conditions, can you really blame them? Bad Company defeated Shaker, Max D defeated the JCB Diggertron, and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior defeated Megalodon, as Toddler Duke has an epic rollover that he puts back onto all 4 tires. In the semi-finals, Gravedigger defeated Bad Company, and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior defeated Max D. The conditions proved to be difficult, as the staging lights seem to not be working, with the officials having to manually stage drivers during both semi-final races. In the final round race, the rain starts pouring down, making the already difficult racing course all the more treacherous for Tyler Manninger and Bryce Kenny. Team Gravedigger will square off against Team Great Clips Mohawk Warrior in what should be a great race. Both drivers make it up the ramp the first time round. However, on the final lap, Tyler Manninger slides off, giving Bryce Kenny the... Wait, what? You're telling me that not getting both tires up the race ramp isn't a penalty? What in the honky donkey doodle shite was that call? Yes, Tyler Manninger was declared the winner despite missing the final ramp and not getting any penalties, somehow. The skills challenge was unfortunately kind of mid, though there were lots of creative hits and not everyone went for donuts. In saying that, some drivers did do a donut on the pod, but unfortunately failed. All skills runs were shortened to just 1 move due to the delay in the event and wanting to end the show at a reasonable hour. In 3rd place would be Tyler Manninger in Gravedigger, who pulled off the 3rd tombstone attempt of the night, and probably the best. Taking 2nd place would be Tristan England in the JCB Diggertron. Despite the conditions, he still managed to pull off a reverse popper, easily being the best move of the night so far. Winning the skills challenge would be Blake Granger in Max D, who would pull off this awesome 2-wheel combo off the pod. While he did roll it over, it was easily the best move of the night and deservingly won the competition. Freestyle, despite the terrible conditions, was actually really fun. There were a lot of good runs and great moments. Like skills, runs were shortened to 1 minute and 30 seconds, and Kraken and El Toro Loco would not compete. Starting us off would be John Gordon in Bad Company, who would have a fairly good run, but it did have some really lacking moments. He did hit the backflip, but unfortunately could not land it. Mike Pagliarulo would be out next, and despite not doing any more than a single hit, albeit a nice leap off the pod, he would get a score, albeit a very low one at that. Ryan Disharoon would have a solid run, however it didn't really have anything of note that stood out from the other runs we've seen so far. The run was not enough for the lead, keeping Bad Company in the winner's circle. Matt Pagliarulo's run was similar to Disharoon's, however Pagliarulo ended his run with a great cross thread from the side of the car ramp. Blake Granger and Maxey would have the best run of the night so far, keeping the pace throughout his run, going for some unique hits, and even hitting the backflip. However, the backflip was anything but clean, landing hard on the rear. The run is good enough for the lead, scoring a 9.182. Bryce Kenny would be next, and he would follow up Granger's incredible run with a great run of his own. It had easily the biggest air of the night, this crazy leap off the transfer, and almost a successful consecutive backflip. The run was not good enough for the lead, however does move him into second place. The 2019 World Freestyle Champion Lindsay Reed would have a fantastic run. Despite no standout wow factor, she kept the pace throughout, which made the run feel really enjoyable to watch. Todd the Duke would follow and put on another great freestyle. The run had great pace, a huge corkscrew off the mini flip, and a great save off the step up. The run takes over the lead, scoring a 9.508. The JCB Diggertron with Tristan England would also have a great run, but would not take the lead from Todd the Duke. The final competitor out for freestyle would be Tyler Manninger in Gravedigger. Manninger's freestyle was incredible. He carried the pace throughout and only had to back up a few times. He had some massive leaps as well as two phenomenal saves, one of which being from a failed mini flip attempt. However, Tyler Manninger would not take the lead, giving Todd the Duke the freestyle win. Kind of funny seeing Gravedigger getting robbed rather than Gravedigger robbing someone else, but that's besides the point. A very chaotic night in Jacksonville sees Team Gravedigger still come out on top as they take home the overall event championship. There has been a shakeup in points, but not within the top three. Tyler Manninger still holds on to first place, with Tristan England and Todd the Duke locking out second and third respectively. Blake Granger has helped Colton Eichelberger move up into fourth, with Bryce Kenny now in fifth, and John Gordon takes sixth place. Cole Vernard remains in seventh, Ryan Disharoon sits in eighth, Lindsay Reed moves up to 9th, whilst Jamie Garner falls down to 10th. Matt Pugliarulo remains in 11th, and Nick Pugliarulo sits in last place. Jacksonville was an interesting event. Racing was all over the place, not helped at all by the fact that conditions were absolutely terrible. The racing winner though, yeah, that might have been a bad call on the officials' part. Skills was terribly mid. The skills challenge always seems to take a hit when it rains because so many moves aren't able to be performed due to the conditions. Though I will say we did see some great creativity and some really good runs. Freestyle was definitely the best part of the night, and there were some really good runs. Blake Granger, Bryce Kenny, Todd the Duke, and Tyler Manninger especially threw down and put on some really entertaining runs for the conditions. Again though, Tyler being robbed of a freestyle win definitely soured my opinion of the freestyle competition, but irrespective of that, I was thoroughly impressed with the show quality despite the delays and the conditions. In saying that, however, I'm going to rate Jacksonville 2024 only 2 stars. This does make it the lowest rated event on our series, but the conditions didn't really help it make it a top tier show in my honest opinion. Make sure to tune into this week's Monster Truck news video as we cover results and points from all other Monster Jam tours. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.